listproducer.com. One of the big questions I get about to-do lists is, how do you make a to-do list? And I've talked about that in other videos in the past, but one of the things that I really tell people that needs to happen is that you need to separate home to-dos from work to-dos. And the reason is because your brain can't handle all of that information overload. When you look at a list, think about it. You think of, you put down everything, for the whole wide world that you need to do. Everything in your home life, your work life, your personal life, your friends, your this, your that. Grandma's needs a gift because her birthday's coming up and I need to finish that proposal, and I also need to, make sure that I get, to the gym, so I should write that down on the list. And my husband, we're supposed to go on an anniversary dinner, but where should we go? I need to research restaurants and all of this jumble. That's what your head feels like, right? And so you write it down on a list and you think oh, now that I wrote it down, I'll actually get it done. No. What you need to do is be a little bit more strategic about the way you make that list. And so what I recommend is that you make one big dump list, right? So everything that was in your head, you put it on paper, and then you make smaller lists. And those lists, I like to do daily lists, should be set up on the left-hand side is your work stuff, and on the right-hand side is your home stuff. So everything you need to do for the day for work gets put on the left-hand side, and everything you need to do for home gets put on the right-hand side. And you're super specific when you write this list. So it's not just mall. No, you need to write, get grandma a gift at the mall. Even better, if you knew what you were gonna get her, write that down too. Because you know how that goes. You get to the mall, you look around, you see some shiny things, you get really distracted. You say, oh my gosh, I can't believe they have Auntie Annie's here. You go and grab Auntie Annie's, and then you're eating that, and you're in the parking lot, and you're like, shoot, I didn't get anything for grandma. So I think the more specific that you can be, the better. Same thing with your work list. So I put down exactly who I need to call, exactly who I need to email, things that I need to do, and I'm very specific about it. Don't just write book. Be very specific about the thing that you want to do. So instead, write maybe research topics for a book. You need to be very super specific. That's helpful too. And I think once you set up your list or start thinking of it in this way, as separated, it's better. And the reason I separate my home and my work stuff is because then I don't have to look at the list and decipher it right away. I've already done the work. I already know what's home stuff, what's work stuff, and it's easier to sort of prioritize it in my head when I see it. Okay, well, I need to go to the ATM, but I also have a client call at 11 a.m., so I better do that first. It's just more helpful if you have all of that kind of down on paper beforehand, so you don't have to decide in the moment, on the fly, what you should be doing. Use that as your roadmap. Let me know what you think. Email me over at paula@listproducer.com, and